Do you ever find yourself in that quandary where you're always busy in your business and you've got lots of great clients, but somehow you just still feel a bit skint? Your business just feels that little bit hand to mouth. There's enough money, but it only ever feels like it's just enough, and it's never quite enough to let you really sit back and breathe and enjoy your success. This is the absolute classic quandary of so many small business owners. Where is my cash flow? Well, today I'm going to share with you 3 super tips, 3 reasons and 3 tips and 3 strategies that are going to help you get through this and unlock a lot more profit into your business. So the first reason that you have this quandary, the first and most obvious reason, if you're really busy but still not making enough money, is that you are undercharging. Now, what I find with lots of people is that you're looking at the service that you deliver, the product that you deliver, you're thinking about how long it takes, how complicated it is, what's involved in delivery, and on that basis, the price feels good to you. Maybe the price feels bordering on a little bit high and you're nervous about charging more. But the simple truth of the matter is, if you're busy and you're not making enough money, you are not charging enough. Now, some of the reason for this is very often because what I see with loads of small business owners is they're not very clear about all the background costs of running a business. Because when you're pricing your service, the cost is not only the cost of delivering that service to that client. You also need to factor in the overall costs of running and building your business. So what percentage of the overheads of your business does each client need to actually contribute to? Even the basics of office costs, marketing costs, staffing costs, everything else that's involved in your business needs to be a factor in the price that you charge. And what most people do is massively underestimate that. People also tend to overestimate the number of clients that they can actively service. So they think that they only need to charge this much because we'll bring in twice as many clients and that will be great. But actually, you only have so much time in the day and you have a lot of other things to achieve when you're building your business. So rather than constantly trying to find more clients, new clients, think about pricing your existing clients at a better level. Now, the second reason for the lack of cash flow in your business, even when you're busy, is overservicing. It almost goes hand in hand with underpricing, and it's what loads of people do. They underprice on this side and they overservice on this side. Now, overservicing can still cause you a cash flow problem when your prices are actually bang on or even quite high, because what overservicing does is it just gives your time away. So when you are supposed to generate a certain amount of profit from a transaction or from a client, if you take twice as long to deliver to that client, or you give them additional examples or pages or templates or whatever it is that you deliver for them, if you just give extra, all of that reduces your capacity, and that reduces your billable hours, which therefore reduces your profit. So this is the other half of undercharging, but it's what I see is incredibly common in small businesses, and I see it particularly in businesses who actually need more money, because there tends to be that concern about, if I don't give an absolutely outstanding service, I might lose a client and then I'll lose the money and then I'll have even less. Whereas actually what you need to do is deliver exactly what the client expects. You can, give them a little bit more here and there, but don't go right overboard and massively overservice, because you are just giving away your profits. And then the third reason that your cash flow might be suffering is that you're just a little too flexible with your finances. So perhaps you invoice late or invoice inconsistently. The number of people I have spoken to that have got cash flow issues and yet they're still really late to send out their invoices is quite incredible. Maybe you're too generous with your payment terms. You're giving people 30 days to pay and they're taking 45. Perhaps you've got some clients on 60 days, which is just murder to a small business. So think about those payment terms and whether you can tighten those up. You might need to do that with new clients rather than existing clients, but shorten your payment terms when you can. Send out those invoices absolutely bang on whenever they are due, and also don't be afraid to chase them up. So as soon as a client slips overdue with an invoice, send them a chaser, let them know that you're onto it. You don't have to be rude about it, but you need to let them know that you are aware of it. There are a lot of businesses who, in that position, they won't pay at all until they get a chase, and they often pay whoever chases the loudest or the fastest or what have you. So if you're really gentle with chasing to be paid when you're due to be paid, you might well just find yourself last on the list, and clearly not getting paid on time is a massive dent in your cash flow. So those are the 3 key areas for you to focus on this week if you really want to boost your profitability. Make sure you're charging enough, make sure you are not over-servicing, and make sure you are tip-top with your financial processes in your business. If this is something you know you need help with, get in touch with me at tailory.co.uk and let's have a chat about how I can help. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, reply, I don't know, other things, something else, comment, I don't know, there's something, follow, maybe do that. Anyway, thank you, good night, sort out your cash flow.